Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Gnabry gets into some space. Davis wins the duel this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with an impeccable work ethic and discipline, and he has the knack of turning up at all the big games too. Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Gnabry, he's had a hit! Goal! Fenerbahce! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Kostic. He is through here. Kostic proves just a little bit too strong. And he skips past his man. And he's cleared it back out. And the volley. Oh my word, that is quite something. A finish of true class. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
The goal scorer for Fenerbahce.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Park Ji-sung simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Terrific header. Pedri, now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's a goal kick. Keeper has taken decisive action. Alaba, it's a really well-measured ball. Oh, well played, well played.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's picked his way through. Pedri. Nice control. Has a go! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Alexander-Arnold. Kostic. Oh, smashing header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against. Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Oh, well played. And he's managed to gift it back. Arsenal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, and he's through the middle. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more...
Big chance! It's there!
Fenerbahce really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Back into the middle. There's the hit! Gnabry is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Davis gets across to intercept that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. He gets big! Sticks it away! They are right back in business!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
This has become... He's got tall! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Davis. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Arsenal playing their part in a real slugfest here, a glut of goals, and nothing to suggest much is going to change. So we reach the halfway point.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And Park Ji-sung! It's... Oh, what has happened here? Climbs up big! Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh no, it's an own goal!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly. Surprise, surprise. What a crazy start to the second half. The star man finds his own net. Crazy.
Well, Well, who saw that coming? It is certainly... Can he finish? And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Sonny! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Gnabry looking to get on the end of this. What a throw in. That'll be a throw. In with a header! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's a mighty effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Ruben Dias is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Alaba. Now that's a lovely exchange. That looks a good ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
The attendance for this match
Fenerbahce appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Cafu, tidy with his distribution. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Kostic. Park Ji-sung. Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field is number 15.
It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution.
Nice bit of trickery. Kagawa. Nice ball. Pedri! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Arsenal go into the lead. Kane. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. David Villa. And he's got the beating of his man. And the shot! Goal! And this is getting better and better.
Arsenal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of... Up he goes! They've scored! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Fenerbahce get themselves back into contention.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's found a way through. That's a decent clearance. Chance to finish. And that could come back to haunt them.
Kimmich knows only too well how important the chance was. He snatched at it.
Jimenez cuts it out. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Mbappe.
Arsenal certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Davis. Oh, he's burst through. Isco tries a shot. He's got a goal. They have stolen level at the last. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the...
It's Kagawa! And he nearly went all the way.
Kagawa just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And he welcomes it in. Brilliantly cut out. Well, there's a probing ball. Pedri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he get onto this? Kimmich. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvel.
Wuhu! Ein neuer Abonnent.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Now it's Mbappe. That's really well manoeuvred. Now
Woohoo!
it's
Ein neuer
Shevchenko.
Abonnent.
Now it's Ribery. Now it's Shevchenko. That is good alertness. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Kante did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's got space in the air. Oh no, this does not look good. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looks so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Belletti. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's there to clear it. Looking for the run. Real chance! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Arsenal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Well, played right into his path. Can he finish? It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time. Ribery duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Ribery. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Owen, foot in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Musiala, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
And it's Ribery. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That is a brilliant interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Belletti. And now the breakaway. Mbappe hurtling down that right flank. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? But it's Owen. And here's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pull it. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Now it's Shevchenko. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Sané, and he's managed to get free. Raul looking understandably energised after his goal. Owen, good read, needed to be. And the whistle goes for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 21, Sané. Number 42, Musiala.
And we're underway again.
Coming on the field, number
Well, this
24,
half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Beckenbauer cuts it out.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Owen gets through on his own. Oh, he had to make that, and he hits one! He has done it! And the second half is off to a flyer!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser. There's much frustration as the...
Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Up for a header! No, not the best of headers.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the pass is intercepted.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Roll! And again! It's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Now that's well seen too. Mbappe. And it's Owen. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. And here's Raul. Shevchenko. Mbappe. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Shevchenko. Well read, nice interception. And he's intervened well there. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Ter Stegen deals with it effortlessly. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a key interception. Conte.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, they could break here. And he was quick to react. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Owen with the foul.
Substitution in progress.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Raul. Now Davis. Rivaldo making good progress on the right-hand side.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Kagawa. Pedri.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Shevchenko. Now it's Pedri. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Substitution.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the effort he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Rodri. And it's Rivaldo. Davis. To Nielsen. Arsenal have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, he's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And yet another chance goes to waste.
Arsenal really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
That's very neat. Lovely ball and a real chance now. He's had a hit! The whistle has gone and it is all over. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Steaming on goalwards. Bellingham is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Kagawa! They've got to be quick to recover this. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Bellingham. Mbappe. He's found some space. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Arsenal would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Oh, a delicate chip through. That has not gone well. He shifted it to the flank. Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that could set him on his way. Bellingham. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh no, this does not look good. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well timed, excellent interception. First quarter of an hour gone. Neither side yet able to find the net. Distributed tidily. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Yamal. Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's the throw. Wirtz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Thinks one through. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. Wirtz chooses to go back. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Messi. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kane. It's Kane! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bellingham. Kagawa. Wirtz. He could be in here. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot's on here. That is a brilliant interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Looks to the other side. Messi. Conte. Kagawa. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he welcomes it in. And he's there to clear it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And the shot! Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, he's bustling through here. And there's green grass ahead of him. Yamal. Vinicius Junior. He's had a hit! And he's in on goal. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! There is the breakthrough. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Fires it in low. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Kane. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Bellingham. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Arsenal having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. He's got the shot away! They've done it! Barcelona are back in business.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Kagawa. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ribery. Vitinha. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Mbappe. And it's Conte. Wirtz. Now it's Wirtz. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Bellingham. Vinicius Junior! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cafu. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Bellingham, he's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. He's in space and looking for options. Wirtz. Conte. And here's Messi. Kagawa looking understandably energised after his goal. Pedri. That has been cut short. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe, he's picked his way through, and the finish! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead. And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe. Conte. It's Bellingham. It's a good spell of possession, this. Pedri. Yamal. Some good work on the right flank here. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Vitz. And he skips past his man. He's got away. Bellingham.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe! They're urging him to shoot. That is lovely. Kagawa. And here's Vinicius Junior. Ah, such a clever touch.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Messi. Balde. Balde takes control of it and he's on the move. Kagawa. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And now the breakaway. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. I think we're just about done here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kagawa.
Un minuto de descuento.
Passes short and sharp. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Mbappe! And that is the last effort of the game. Arsenal can finally smile now. They have held on. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. To Nielsen. Chooses to go back. Decent hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pedri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Galatasaray looking to pass their way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Luis Figo, now there's a class act.
You can't disagree with that.
Well, he loves to roam across.
Pedri! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Figo.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Ein
played
neuer
right into his
Abonnent.
path. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's found a way through. Out of play for a throw. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Gnabry is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That is a brilliant interception. And it's Gnabry. Gnabry making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, perfectly measured that. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pedri. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's gone back to the keeper. De Nielsen. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is good alertness.
Woohoo! Ein neuer
Galatasaray really
Abonnent.
have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how did they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
And this is Gnabry. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Del Piero. And here's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it out wide. De Nielsen! And somehow it stayed out. Del Piero. Del Piero. And he's had a hit! What a hit! The save was firm.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Back into the middle. He's in a good position here. Great hit! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Gently done. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And that's put paid to a promising move. He steps in, and that's the end of that. De Nielsen. Now it's Pedri. Oh, good spread. And it's Gnabry. Del Piero. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. He has found the way through. Heads it! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Vinicius Junior.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Figo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the half-time whistle goes. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri powering forward here. Danielson. Owen. Now that's a fine challenge. Has a look and place it forward. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Pedri! It's in!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 22, Pedri.
So we have the first goal.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just...
Del Piero! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Kagawa. Gnabry could try cutting inside here. Cleared away. He's tried
The
one!
attendance for this match was
Big relief, it just needed better
71,898.
contact.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 13.
Galatasaray can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 22, Figo.
Ronaldinho.
Number 7,
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Number 19.
And it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted.
Coming on the field.
Your impression so far, Jim?
50.
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Number
Now
3.
it's Ronaldinho.
Neymar.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Kagawa. Cannavaro does well to get it back. No way through there. Pedri. Davids. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Quality ball. Real chance! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Pass somewhat off target, and it's Neymar. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Now who's going to be first to this? Just eases him off the ball. Kagawa. Nesta cuts out the pass. Davids. And he's intervened well there. Danielson. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Neymar skims. There's the hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's going to go a long way. And here's Ronaldinho. Hits one! Owen. Oh, easy pickings there. And the ball's a good one here. And the finish! It's run loose. Who has another go? Sticks it away! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need...
Danielson! Oh, split-second reaction.
Danielson is offering a wry smile there.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 5, Gullit. Coming on the field is number 6.
Kagawa with the short one.
Ah,
Oh, such a clever touch. Arsenal close now to seeing this one through to the end.
4 added minutes has
Beyond
been
the
indicated.
defence. Lahm. Strong running down that left flank. He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. Turns and goes back. No way through, so back it comes. Nicely spread. Cruyff. And the counter is on. And that will be it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Oh, that's fabulous. Turns and goes, and a shot! And that has been clubbed away.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Sané, lovely feet. Now it's Schneider. Kagawa. He's got full. They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Messi might just make this. Mbappe. Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. Great chance! That's really well cleared. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. And he skips past his man. He's in! Shot at goal! Stoichkov is flagged offside. Beckenbauer for Conte. And here's Kagawa. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Davis. Schneider. Well seen, saw that coming. Picked out brilliantly. Great hit! And it's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe. That is a great pick out. There's the hit! He's got a goal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Ha segnato al 27° minuto numero 13.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Just eases him off the ball. Owen. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Ronaldinho tries making a foray down the right. Nice physical challenge. Gives it back. Mbappe. Ronaldinho. Kagawa. And here's Schneider. Sane! Ronaldinho. And it's Schneider. It's Schneider! It's off target and by quite a way.
Arsenal just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's had it taken off him. Arsenal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Ronaldinho. Sane. And it's Conte. Costa Curta. Beckenbauer. The shot! Ronaldinho. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Kante kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, that's well done, really robust. He's done very well to take that back. Schneider looking to get on the end of this. He is just caressing the ball. He's picked his way through. Opts to play it back. Sané. Conte. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Arsenal come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a very... Can he finish? It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Arsenal have their second corner now. They've played it short. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Costa Curta. Schneider. Mbappe. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that.
Owen! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Arsenal have their third corner. Kagawa plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. And Stoichkov! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's been taken short. Roberto Carlos. Oh, what a climb! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Arsenal showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Sané. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he can't...
Now the finish! And that has fair fizzed.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
Cafu. And they've got a throw.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 42, Yaya Touré. Numero
Arsenal
25,
still have the cards to affect this game.
Ronaldinho. Lasciano il campo
Gnabry.
per il numero 8.
Oh, good read.
Il numero
That was
20,
well played, well
Neymar.
stopped.
Il numero 18.
Well, that is not the best
Attenzione,
ball,
un cambio.
and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to...
Rummenigge! And he's had a hit! He has done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me...
Has a goal! It's there!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Rummenigge, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, what has happened here? And that should get the job done. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's their second corner of the game. He rises! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared without hesitation. And it's Roberto Carlos. Vieira.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Kagawa. Passing nice and
Ci
neat.
saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Forwards and with intent. That is good alertness. Deftly done. No luck with that dink over the top. Nesta. Neymar is firing after that one. He's in plenty of space here. Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Stoichkov is offering a wry smile there.
And that's that. Arsenal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Sane has it out wide and in space. And the ball is out of play. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Okay, interesting. And the pass is in. He's having a hit! Adams. Nesta. Valverde. Messi. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. There's the shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Valverde.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Bellingham. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Rodri. Messi. First quarter of an hour gone. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Serginho. That's a good run down the left.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
No way through. Now that's well seen too. Passes short and sharp. Bellingham. Oh, super find. They're urging him to shoot. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckenbauer. Now Mbappe. Conte. Cafu. And it's Sane. Bellingham. That's an excellent interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it...
And Messi! It's anyone's ball. Oh, and he's following up! Kagawa. And now the breakaway. That is a great pick out. Now it's Mbappe. Kagawa. Sané. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Kagawa! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
That's a nicely measured pass. Now Mbappe. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Kagawa. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. David Villa. Valverde. So nearly the perfect ball. David Villa. Nice interception, well timed. Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a good foot in there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good-looking ball. Well read, and the danger is averted.
There will be 1 minute
That
at
pass
a
has
time.
been well intercepted. David Villa. Brilliantly cut out. Adams. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. How would you review the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found the way through. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Sane will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rodri has got himself a free kick. Cafu. To Danielson. That's a throw. Cafu. Nesta. Rodri. David Villa. For Valverde. Now it's Kagawa. He's found a way through. Kagawa! And that is doing no harm at all.
Arsenal were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Cafu. Nesta. Valverde. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckenbauer.
The attendance for this match was
Arsenal
62,005.
do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Danielson. And here's Owen. Pedri! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pedri. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Nesta. Sané. Conte. Oh, played right into his path. For Valverde. Serginho. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Danielson. That's a good ball played into space. It's a goal kick. Cafu. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Valverde. Not the most accurate pass. Cafu. And here's Messi.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That is a brilliant interception. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Owen, lovely ball and a real chance, real chance! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Arsenal can afford to settle on seeing this one.
And Sané! Just a fraction high.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of...
Well, it seems as though someone has been forced to pull up lame here.
Yeah, his pain is now pretty obvious, Peter. He's not the type who pulls up unless something's hurting.
Well, he is going to soldier on by the looks of it. That has not gone well. Valverde.
2 added minutes has
Time
been
added
indicated.
on will be 2 minutes. Pedri. That looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears here. Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. And that will be the final act. Arsenal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. The action has already started. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Mbappe, now it's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Bellingham. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I don't think
Face-to-face with the keeper. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Kagawa. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Dijk. So it is still 0-0. Mateus. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a good run down the right.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That pass has been well intercepted. Messi. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, that was close. Davis. Bellingham. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's looking unstoppable. Shot at goal! Goal! Arsenal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 25 minutes is number 10, Vinicius Junior.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Passes short and sharp. Bellingham. Conte. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, lovely. Vinicius Junior! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's tried one! And that has skinned the post.
Cafu nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
Van Dijk. Short changes him with that pass. Played into space out wide. That is good strength. Pull it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Arsenal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Mateus, Mbappe. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's got away, and he was alert to it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Conte. Musiala. Thuram does well to get it back. Mateus. Mateus, there's the shot! And that has been clubbed away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kagawa. Oh, that is a nice touch. Now it's Gnabry. Lovely bit of skill. Gnabry. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Arsenal head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Back into the middle. He's in here! Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Rijkaard. And it's Gullit. And Mateus. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! They've got to be quick to... And again! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Cafu. Still just a single goal between the sides. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Gnabry. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This goes in for the header! They've scored! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! Straight header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 10, Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Quickly taken. Gnabry is one whose deliveries we all know about. Vinicius Junior. Conte. And here's Kagawa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Vinicius Junior, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Right card. Costa Curta. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So much time. Real chance! Oh, what has happened? Oh, it's fallen loose again! Really well taken goal. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 5.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
23.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Owen.
Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Schneider. Substitution.
He's
in
got
progress.
full. He will be livid with himself.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Arsenal presented with a golden opportunity here. Abiati looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Adams with the clearance. Now it's Pedri.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Rijkaard. And it's Messi. And here's Ronaldinho. Schneider. And they can counter here. Pedri. Adams gets a foot in here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard. Costa Curta with the foul. Costa Curta has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off.
Substitution
So, time for
Arsenal.
changes on both sides, actually.
Musiala. Coming on the field is number 2, Belletti. Substitution.
Gnabry. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Ronaldinho. Law. Now can he finish? Kante gets it clear.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Owen does really well to win the ball there.
There will be 3
And here's
minutes at a
Snyder.
time.
It's Snyder! He's got a goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Woohoo! Ein neuer Abonnent.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Pinches it off him. Look at the space here. Can he put it away? Oh, surely that deserved better.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Musiala goes on a run down the left wing. Now it's Neymar. Tries a shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
With a predatory goal.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kagawa. Kagawa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He has found the way through. Foot in. Pedri. Mateus. Now it's Saviola. Musiala. And it's Kagawa. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Lovely bit of skill. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Zico producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Beckham. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pedri, he's found the way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cleared without complication. Musiala. Pedri. Great defending, strong and determined. Kagawa, he's going for goal! And for a moment, time stood still. "30 minutes gone. And it's Neymar.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Kagawa. Mbappe. Davis. Mbappe. Beckenbauer. Cafu. Chooses to go cross-field for Musiala. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's got away. He's won him. He's had a shot. And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Wolverhampton are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Mateus. Now it's Zico. He's gone for goal! Musiala. Now it's Owen. Kagawa. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. Nicely weighted ball. Belletti.
There will
Owen.
be 1 minute at a time.
In for the pieces! He can get that clear. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Zico. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Musiala. Pedri. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
And he's there to make the challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Neymar. Time and again they are repelled. Zico. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Quality ball. And that has left him in a
The
heap.
attendance for this match was 29,830.
Just about up to the hour now. And it's Zico. Mateus has found the net here, of course. And he's had a hit! And that wasn't far away.
Saviola probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Davis. Pedri. And here's Musiala. Beckham. Zico. He's shifting through the gears here. Beckenbauer. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Kagawa. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has been cut short. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe. And it's Kagawa. Owen. Musiala. Shot at goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
Pedri did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
We have
Substitution
got
on the
changes
field.
here from both sides, in
Number
fact.
18, Zico. Number 5, Javier Savion. Number 19, Beckham.
Arsenal still
Coming on
have the
field.
cards to affect this
Number
game.
4, Messi.
Interesting ball.
Number 14,
Vinicius Junior.
Owen. Number 8,
Pedri is onto this.
substitution in progress.
Arsenal seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Owen, Pedri, great chance! Goalkeeper's ball. Has a look and plays it forward.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Well, they could break here.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That is a brilliant interception. Mateus into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Owen. Owen! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's definitely not his best. Could be danger here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can he find a finish? Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
There will be
Kajolu.
one minute added time.
And it's Sané. And that's that. Arsenal were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, he's got full! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I've chosen Wesley Sneijder because of his weight of pass. Picking out teammates is one thing, but delivering with just the right pace on the ball buys that precious half a yard or extra second, which can make all the difference.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Bellingham. Cafu. Now it's Gnabry. It's Bellingham. And that has left him in a heap. Otto looking to penetrate opposition lines. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gnabry has a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Goes down, but nothing given. Gnabry. Beckenbauer tries to clear. Taken back almost at once. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Kagawa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Kagawa. Gnabry. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Ronaldo looking to run onto it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, that's delightful. Conte. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And it's Kagawa. Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Madrid has the chance to go the other way. Bergkamp looking to get on the end of this. And that's put paid to a promising move. Van Nistelrooy. Now then, the ball's come loose. Van Nistelrooy. And the shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. And there's green grass ahead of him. Kagawa. He's through here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Goalkeeper's ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham. And it's Kagawa. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bergkamp goes steaming forward. Conte. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's looking to set free a runner. Gnabry is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Gnabry, and that could set him on his way. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Hits one! And it's a goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Arsenal lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game. Can he put it away? Now, who's going to be first to this? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Kagawa. Gnabry is always looking to play quality balls. And he's managed to get free. It's a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Now that's well seen too. Conte. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Nistelrooy. Oh, it's Bergkamp. Bergkamp! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that...
And the finish! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Arsenal go into the lead. Davids. Van Nistelrooy ploughing through the middle.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. This is what good chemistry is all about.
He has found the way through. Looking for a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So, third corner of the game.
Cristiano Ronaldo. El dorsal 18. El dorsal 17.
Kagawa with the short one.
Van Nistelrooy. El
And
dorsal
now
8.
a sudden chance to
El
counter.
dorsal 23. Sneijder. Serán
Davis
sustituidos
with the
por
challenge,
el
and he
dorsal
has given away a
13,
free kick.
El dorsal 21. El dorsal 19. Villa. El dorsal 15. Messi.
Davis
El dorsal
has been
14.
booked, just to confirm, for that
Iniesta.
earlier
Cambio
incident.
de jugadores.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against...
It's Iniesta! Oh, shooting chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Oh, after such a great run, I'm expecting him to go all the way, and instead, he just lost his way.
Messi goes short. Now the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Madrid have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Pedri. David Villa. And he's running through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Owen opts to play it back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Rodrigo. Oh, that's fabulous.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Kagawa. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
No, that's been intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Rodrigo. Messi shapes to shoot! So close to drawing level.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there.
Conte. Gets a good foot in there. David Villa! Really well taken goal. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
He's got the shot away! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And it's been taken short. Can he put it away? Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Pedri. And it's Owen. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. David Villa. He's got away. Owen. Pedri. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. David Villa. There's the shot!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. What a game.